Okay, here we go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stinky and Bunny online. I'm one of your hosts, Stinky, and right over there we have my good pal.
I'm Bunny.
Bunny, nice to see you, Bunny. How you doing?
Oh, so good, so good, so good.
Oh yeah, what's been going on that makes you so good?
Oh, like nothing. Like nothing, you know. But that's good, you know, for a bunny.
Sure. Hey, you got a drink there? I haven't poured myself my.
Do I ever? Look at that.
Oh. Beautiful carrot martini. No, it's funny. I've never even taken a sip of your drink yet, and now with like COVID, I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, why were you trying to come after my drink? You got a drink.
Just to see what a carrot martini's like. That's all.
Always trying to take something from Bunny. Just stick with your own drink and drink your own human drink.
I got it. Jeez, chill out. This is not a rough start to the 15th episode.
Well, you were just staring at a fidget spinner or something for a minute.
I don't know what's going on. This thing, I don't know what do you call them? This large calculator thing, the computer. It just it just doesn't work that great sometimes. But here, cheers to you, Bunny.
Oh, cheers to you. Salud.
Okay.
I made a mess.
You have no time to clean it up. Because we're just going to jump right into the song here.
Oh, we're doing that. Okay, here we go.
I'm Stinky.
Yeah, Bunny.
And we are really funny.
And this is our show. That sounded kind of hard, Rocky, so I just went after it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going for there.
You nailed it, then.
Hey, we got guests again. Today.
No way.
Yeah, we have not one, not two, but 3 more guests.
Where do you keep finding these people? How many humans are there?
I don't know. They just keep everybody's out of work now, so it makes it a little easier.
Oh my God! I thought I knew all of them.
No, it's they're all out there and they're all just waiting for us to call them, I guess.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, today we got a guy named Fred Cross.
Ooh.
A woman named Heidi Brucker Morgan, and we have another guy by the name of Jim Taylor.
Did you say Heidi Brick and Mortar?
Heidi Brucker Morgan.
Oh, okay. So she's famous.
Heidi,
if you got 3 names, it's our rule on the show. If you got 3 names, you're probably famous.
That's right. 3 names.
Yeah.
Why she's right in the middle there, because she's probably she's the one that's going to keep the show going. Great.
Yeah.
So you know what, Bunny? Why don't we just get right to it and start meeting some people?
Why not?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as always, go ahead and chat with us there. You can go on the Facebooks if you're there, and you can you can comment along with the show, or you can go ahead and you can comment here on the Zoom if you're here in their live Zoom studio audience. You can do that as well. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to get you involved in the show. And speaking of being involved in the show, kind of delaying Fred here. Sorry about that, Fred. But we actually started something up today, Bunny.
What?
It's something called a Patreon.
A Patreon?
Patreon.com. So,
you started a whole new website, huh?
Yeah. And so what you can do is you can actually support us for doing what we do here.
Whoa.
And hey, we got a lot of benefits on there as well for supporting us. Like, do you have one of those masks on you there, Bunny?
Oh, I don't have it right now. I can go get it. Let me go get it. You talk, I'll go get it.
Oh goodness. Okay, but there's a lot of other great things there too. You can chat with us. You can see some unreleased content there soon. You'll be able to see that. You can go ahead. You can come to our VIP after party after each show. It's a pretty sweet deal. So you can go ahead and support us that way. If you don't want it, you don't have to.
I got it.
If you got it? Let me see
I
that.
got it. One of these, you mean?
Hey, everybody was talking about that. Everybody.
Everybody
I'm
who's
sure
anybody.
nobody commented at all on that
No.
last week, but
No. Okay.
But I'm sure there's still people talking about it.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Yeah, for sure. So hey, let's get down into this. Let's get down into Fred Cross, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gentlemen. He's done TV or theater or something, and he'll yell at you if you're not wearing a mask. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fred Cross, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Hi Stinky, hi Bunny.
How you
Oh,
doing?
look at that beautiful artwork back there.
Oh yeah, that I don't. Somebody, I guess one of your fans thought I'd be a better co-host. I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Well, here's what I feel about that.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You would
Oh,
probably
yeah.
be a way better co-host. But I mean, like, for me and you, like, not Stinky is the dead weight.
Oh, it's not me. It's society that's saying that it's actually Stinky and Fred. So that's not me.
Who is this one person who represents the people?
I don't know. He snuck into my house and put that up there. So he's got some kind of.
So you're taking advice from a burglar.
I'm just referencing the poster. I'm not taking any sides or advice.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fred, we can actually look at this with the whole Stinky and Fred idea. Let's look at this show. No pressure, but let's look at this as an audition for you.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Great. So far, you're, but hopefully we'll pick this up.
That's fair. Yeah.
Great. So here you say TV or theater or something. So you're not sure exactly what you do there, Fred?
Oh, I didn't do that. That was my people. I have people that do things like publicists and publicist assistants. Those are the ones that handle all that. Yeah. So but yeah, I mean I've done a couple of TV shows, a couple of movies, and a lot of theater, you know. I'm an actor, I'm a performer, an artist at heart, if you will.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. So,
an artist, like the kind of artist who would draw somebody's logo and then replace themselves into it, kind of artist?
Theoretically, yeah. I mean, yeah. Theoretically, I could do anything. I'm multi-talented, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
well, that's so and you say and you'll you say something about you get yelled at. Have you yelled at someone for not wearing a mask yet?
Yeah, actually, a couple days ago, I yelled at a couple of poor 15-year-old boys who didn't have masks on, and as I just said, "Hey guys, no masks," they turned around, and I could just tell from the snarky look on one of the faces that they were going to say something smartass, and so I have a little daughter, and so Papa Bear came out of my mouth and attacked them, and now they are dead.
Oh, geez.
They died.
It was bad.
They died.
It was bad.
But it wasn't you. It was the bear.
It was the bear.
Yeah.
And the coronavirus and all that.
Yeah. So you're clear. They can't get you on that then.
No, I got an alibi.
Okay, great. Hey, what are you drinking there, Fred? That looked interesting.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got up in
This
there?
is I learned this from a man long ago who taught me. His name's Snoop Dogg. This is gin and juice, and it's in my my vintage Star Wars glass from 1983 that I got at Burger King, I think. Yeah, right there.
Look
Burger
at
King.
that.
Wow. Gin and juice?
Yeah.
If you could get in a time machine and go back to that young man at Burger King, and you had time to say like one sentence, what would you say?
Start drinking gin and juice now because it's only going to get worse.
Nice. Get it started. Get it started right there.
Like
How old were
6 or
you?
7. Like 6 or 7, something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a good age.
Yeah. The 80s, we were all pretty dumb in the 80s, so nobody knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, no one knew nothing.
Is this the audition? Am I auditioning right now?
You're doing all right. You're doing okay.
To be honest with you, you know, but we're gonna tomorrow we're gonna release this on the YouTube as well.
Oh, okay.
So that's when I'll go back. I'll take a look, Fred. I'll review the video, and you know, I'll get back to you. I won't call you. You don't call me.
That's okay. I'll just it'll be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just comment a lot about how great I was. So
Perfect.
people have spoken.
Good. Well, yeah. If you comment enough, if I get enough of that, then you got the job. And
Done.
really, I can really use better help here, Fred.
Yeah.
I can see
yeah, I
and
can tell.
hear you, idiot.
I'm sorry. Okay, is this
Get
better?
deeper. You got to go deeper
Is it-
into the internet if you want to hide
Yeah.
from me. Get in there.
Okay.
Get in. Oh God.
Hey Fred,
Yeah.
you gotta help me.
No,
You
yeah,
gotta
it's
help
cool. I don't think I want to be on the show anymore.
This is turning
There's
into
one-
like a weird nature video. Back up. Back it up.
All right. Well, we'll talk later, Fred.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Okay.
Hey, but Fred, is there any TV things that we may have seen you do?
I had like the smallest part of my life on Perry Mason recently. Usually, you know, when you're acting in the industry, you want to like get bigger parts and bigger parts and bigger parts. I go the other way. I go against stream. So my
It's
parts have
called
gotten.
it's called Benjamin buttoning your career.
That's what it is. And so I had the smallest part of my life on Perry Mason recently, but I got to work with John Lithgow and Stephen Root and Matthew Reese. So it was still pretty fun. But yeah, it's the industry's been it's been crumbling lately.
Really?
Do you think when John Lithgow's at a party and he's listing off the people he just worked with, do you think you make that list?
He might mention it. Him and I did have a nice conversation in between, so he might mention me.
He seems like he's cool.
I like to think he is super cool. I liked him a lot.
Hey, Fred, here, I got a little note here that we can see you on your award-winning film, Lear's Shadow. It's on Amazon and iTunes. Is that
That's
correct?
right. That's it was from my theater company, the Ensemble Shakespeare Theater. It's out in Pasadena, and we did a play that was like a hybrid King Lear and modern day, kind of cuts back and forth in time, and it's I mean, you know, I'm partial, but it's pretty good.
Well, when you win an award, you know, that means that other people like it too, right? Unless you
I mean, I got the Best Actor award in Pasadena, so it's pretty good.
Oh, humble brag.
Pretty big town.
But yeah, it's
All
on
right.
iTunes and Amazon. Go see it. It's the only thing I care about in my life besides my family. Technically.
Okay, great. Well, we'll check about everybody. Go check out Lear's Shadow. I think it's a link there in the comments of the show here. If you want to check that out afterwards, come back and click on that link. Great, Fred. Well, you know what? It's great talking to you.
Hey, thanks, Stinky.
We're gonna talk to you later on.
Okay.
Stinky and Fred. I love it.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'll take a week off.
Okay.
We can
take
easily
part in
go
the week if you want.
into a couple years. Yeah, sure.
It could.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, you have no idea how true that is when
Yeah.
you work with Stinky, how pretty soon it's years later and you're like, what have I done?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
We've kind of been stuck in this thing for a while now. Kind of
Yeah.
like a big hole. But
you guys,
we're getting out of it.
you guys
we're
can't
getting
walk
out of
like. Do you guys know too much about each other? You just can't walk away from each other.
That's
Yeah,
a
we
lot.
also we kind of live together and we're stuck in that way as
Oh
well.
yeah, of course you do. Yeah, sure.
And our RV's broken down here. We're in Laughlin, Nevada, and our RV's been broken down for
Wow.
a couple of years now. So we're kind of
Yeah, right. That's a rough.
not
place
able to go anywhere. But hey, Fred, it was great to talk to you. We're going to talk to you at the end of the show when we get the rest of our guests on here.
All right.
So we're going to introduce our next guest here. She is an actress, host, clown, and mama living and usually working in Las Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Heidi Brucker Morgan. Hey, Heidi.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for being on our show. It's not an easy task getting people to do this show.
Well, everybody is very busy, so.
I know. It's tough. It's a tough one. So Heidi, you're an actress, host, clown, and mama.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of people that do many different things on this show. It appears. What here is your? Would you say? Oh, if you can describe yourself in one word, if you can pick one of these things, which one would it be?
Well, I mean, these days probably mama the most because that's my full-time job. That's my very full-time job, just being a mom.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm probably more clown than actress lately.
How similar are clown and mom?
Same.
Same.
It's the same. It's the same.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah. Except I'm better. Well, no, I'm terrible at juggling just in general. At both. Not. So, yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it's tough.
Yeah. I'm not very good at juggling things or balls. Well,
I hear that being a parent is in itself a reward, but are there days when you're like, I need a raise?
yes, especially during a pandemic.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can't go anywhere. So there's, when you don't really when you get tired of your coworkers, you can just be like, okay, I get to go home now. But when you get tired of your child, which I never do, but if I did, there's no escape.
Yeah, and there's no one to gossip about them too.
Right. Well, just my husband, but.
Oh yeah. What's he know,
But then we're both so biased for him, for our son, that it's just it's a cycle.
Yeah,
it's a real cycle. But no,
yeah.
it is very much a reward though. It's been, we've had to get kind of creative, and I'm not always as creative as a mom as I think I should be as a performer. People think, oh, you must be so creative as a mom and do all the. No,
and you're like, I'm tired is what I am. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm much better at performing for people who are drinking alcohol than people who are drinking alcohol.
Speaking of drinking, cheers, Heidi.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, and we were talking with Fred about getting that started with the kids, get a little gin and juice going.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll calm them right down.
My son has had beer by accident, and because we put water in the cans because he likes to pretend to drink beer.
Oh, cool. That kid's awesome.
That's a good idea.
You want to kind of get them started early. Get them on that, and do you got them on the candy cigarettes yet?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even start those.
I don't like cigarette smoking.
Yeah.
But
so you would want to host the show with me, not with Stinky.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would.
So Heidi, you say usually working and living in Las Vegas. So are you living in Las Vegas right now?
I am currently not in Las Vegas, which is great because it's really, really, really hot in Las Vegas and you can't go to any indoor playgrounds. But right now I'm in Omak, Washington at my parents' house, and it's glorious. Although it did hit 100 degrees today. So I was like, oh, what the heck? I was getting out of heat.
So you're at your parents' house. Now
Yeah.
I have an important question.
Okay.
I'm looking at this beautiful room behind you. That door, how many special events does that door get backstage access to?
This is my brother's old room. So I don't know any secrets, and I don't want to know any secrets about this room.
Well, that door knows some secrets. I guarantee that.
There's I don't know if you could, there's a lot of baseball.
Oh my God.
It's a lot. And that's just, they line the whole room.
Do you ever worry that those aren't collector items, but more like trophies?
I don't want to think about that. My brother lives in London now, so. No, but there's a lot of Mariners, 1990s Mariners baseball memorabilia in this.
Well, somebody's got to have all that stuff.
And a lot of it was mine. So,
was it?
And I do have, I'll show you this. I have this. I thought you guys might like this. I found my old Letterman's jacket.
Oh my goodness.
So
what was your high school name?
We were the Omak Pioneers.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So
great. Hey, you know what I have here in my notes here, Heidi, that you have an online variety and beer tasting coming up.
Yes. So I had to bring these well, not just Silver State, but a bunch of the Craft House beers with us because my mom only drinks Coors Light. So
you got a craft. Perfect.
She's a bit of a redneck. But also, we've been drinking a lot of them because we've been doing a show called The Brew Review, which airs on Friday at 7 o'clock on the interwebs. And Craft House Brewery is our partner, and they do a tasting along with it. So it's really fun. Their beer is really good. And it's based in Henderson, Nevada, and the Arts District. So if you live in Las Vegas, support those guys because they have really good beer. And then come and check out the brew review. You guys would have to, I mean, you're doing a good, you do online stuff with this, but I heard you saying you have trouble with your computer sometimes.
Yeah, well, we stumble. I would say it's safe to say we stumble through this on a weekly basis.
Maybe Gaff can help you.
Yeah. I think we fired him. I think he got fired earlier tonight.
Oh, is he gone? Oh,
I can't help.
Oh, there he is. He's still with us. He is still with us.
Oh, he's still there?
I'm gone.
Yeah, great. Yeah. So, Heidi, if I wanted to watch this show, you said it's on the internet. Now, the internet's pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do I find it?
Well, you can go to thebrewreview.com and there's a link for tickets, and you can do a beer package where you get beer delivered to your house, or you can pick it up at the brewery. But there's also, if you're not in Las Vegas or you don't drink beer or you don't want to do that, you can get a ticket that's just to watch the show. So thebrewreview.com, or you can go to Facebook and find the Brew Review on Facebook, and it's brew, BREW, and then review, REVUE, not like it's
Review.
The other one was taken. The other brew review was already used.
Yeah, I think that it looked nicer.
Oh yeah.
So Heidi, it's great to talk to you.
You too.
It's I'll check out that brew show. Now, one last question about that though. Do they deliver beer to Laughlin?
They might, I don't know. I don't think so, but I'll put in a word with them and maybe they'll make an exception. Do you have an address for your broken down RV, or is it just sort of like
we can drive the location, I guess?
Yeah. Look for the worst parking lot in Laughlin and then the grossest looking RV. It's easy.
Yeah. And you'll find us. Laughlin's not that big, really. It's
it's not.
They'll find us. So, Heidi, it was great to talk to you, and we're going to talk to you as well at the end of the show here.
Okay.
And we're going to move on to our next guest. Now, this guy, he's an occasional improviser and former member of the Second City National Touring Company. He's also an improv instructor and writer who currently lives in Rockford Hill. Mr. Jim Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Thanks for having me, guys. Excited.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show there, Jim.
Yeah.
So how are things in Rockford Hill?
Oh, Rockford, Illinois. It's a beautiful city. It's starting to kind of open up a little bit. I have not encountered any non-maskers, so I think Frank he doesn't have to worry if he comes down here. Most people are keeping it tight, wearing their masks, So, I mean, we're doing our best. We're trying to flatten the curve. What else can you do? Yeah.
What else can you do? So Fred, it says you're an occasional improviser. So what does occasional mean to you?
I just kind of meant it in the sense that I occasionally do shows. I mean, I guess you could take it another way if you want. Like,
is it like I occasionally do improv and then I occasionally have a job?
I wish I could occasionally do improv a bit more than that. So I do still have the job, but I occasionally improv around the job.
Yeah.
And we all occasionally improvise in life. It's just kind of how it goes in life.
I think we're all improvising pretty hard over the last few months.
We have. Everyone's gotten we're all in level, I don't know, whatever's past level F. Now we're level P for pandemic.
Yeah. We're all like, say yes. Say yes. But before you do, just sigh heavily and then say yes.
That's always the one thing about improv, though, that I've always felt is like when I hear people say that it's a lifestyle, I'm always like, you can't live a life just saying yes and never asking questions. Like it's not really a good idea. So, you know, I say keep it theater.
Yes. Yes, Jim.
Yeah.
You yeah, so where are you from? Are you originally from Rockfordville?
No, I'm originally from Winnipeg,
Oh,
Manitoba, Canada. Yeah.
funny, we've had a few people actually from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada on this
I'll
show.
bet.
What
Yeah.
did what
We've
brought
all heard
to
about you out
Rockford?
there.
Did you watch a League of Their Own and go, I gotta be where the action
That
is?
was exactly it.
I knew it.
They're saying there's no crying in baseball. And I was like, bullshit. I'm going to
Yeah.
Rockford. Yeah. No. Yeah. My wife's from here. So that's
Nice.
how I ended up. It's slightly less romantic than a League of Their
Oh,
Own, but
very
it's still a lovely story.
Great. So now you're with the Second City National Touring Company.
National touring company. Yeah.
Do they have an international touring company, or do they have like a regional one as well, or is it?
No. Pretty just at the national level. Yeah.
Huh?
They were doing stuff on the cruise ships. So that was kind of international. Like they were doing shows.
International waters.
Yeah, like technically in Mexico, but I mean, it wasn't in a theater or anything. It was like on a ship at sea. So I maybe that is an international touring company. I don't know. I'll have to ask them.
Yeah, I imagine it would. Maybe that goes international waters, right? So
Yeah.
You can do illegal improv in international waters. You don't have to follow any of the rules that are set.
No,
out.
yeah.
Like
You can throw your
can block
stand out
people.
the window.
Yeah.
yeah, you can say no
can
all you
block
want.
people. You can say no. You can ask
Yeah.
all the questions you want in international waters and improv. Absolutely. It's probably why
Wow.
they started that company.
Oh, someone said it's pirate improv here. Silent Mike said
You could just steal someone else's scene. You could just plunder another person's scene.
Yeah, if it's going better than yours, that makes sense to me.
Just take it. Take the
Go
good
for it.
stuff. Take
Yeah.
the good jokes. Move on. International waters. What are they going to do?
Yeah, it's to each his own, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. So Jim, you said that you have had no problems with masks or anything like that. How's the situation in the old Rockford there though?
The state isn't great. Winnebago County's doing okay. We're seeing some cases rise, but we're doing our best. So hopefully we can kind of ride it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Jim.
Yeah.
I see that you got a whiteboard there beside you
Uh-huh.
with like, circles and stuff like that. What do you what kind of work is that?
That I'm trying to break down episodes of Three's Company. So what I do is I write down the premise of the how it all starts, and then you have to worry about the other seasons. You have to think about when Larry comes in, what that means, and then I kind of metaphorically try to trace it all out so that it's it's all part of. I'm trying to start a religion.
So
based on Three's Company, yeah.
Okay, do you find that a good use of your time?
Well, I mean, it's something to do during the whole quarantine. I kind of got the idea one day. I was just sort of watching Three's Company. It was like 3:00 in the morning.
And you're like, I need to know everything about this ever.
If there was ever a time to learn everything you can about Three's Company, it's during a quarantine. That was kind of went into my head at that moment, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Like some people, like Steve Jobs, he starts Apple. Me, I break down Three's Company.
Hey Jim, we just had a question here.
Yeah.
It says, what would you do if Mr. Rogers knocked on your door?
I think he probably means Mr. Roper, but I'd like to answer both questions if you don't mind.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
That was totally me.
I'm happy to answer both. I'm happy to go both
Okay.
scenarios. All right.
Answer both questions.
All right. So scenario one, Mr. Roper knocks on my door, and we and I open the door. At this point in my life, I feel okay because it's just my house with my wife and my kid. So I would, hey, Mr. Roper, we actually own our house, so I don't know why you're here. Do you need some help? Can you please put on a mask? Let's maintain some social distancing. I enjoy your leisure suits. And that would be that. Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, I would sit a 6. We have a front kind of little patio, like swings. I would maintain a safe distance. I would sit and I would just listen for as long as Mr. Rogers wanted to talk. Because when a man like Mr. Rogers talks, you listen. That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, this seems like something you think about a lot, Jim. Now I had a different kind of question here. Now, Jim, you know what? You may want to you did up your button there, and it's kind of rubbing on your microphone. Just to let you know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, give it a couple more good rubs.
Okay.
There you go. Hey,
Sorry.
but Jim, we had a weird question. I don't quite understand it. It says, "Ask Jim about our old landlord Nick." It comes from Vanessa. Landlord Nick.
Yeah, that's my friend Vanessa. She's from Winnipeg, and we lived together in Toronto. And we had a landlord named Nick, and he was very interesting. He was a Greek fella, and he would he showed us his apartment, and it wasn't very good. Like I went and interviewed first for the apartment, and it wasn't very good. And then the second time I brought my buddy Vanessa Nessie. And she charmed him. And by the end, we started out with like, it was an okay apartment, but it was like a fantastic apartment. At the end, we had this like finished deck. He like came in, he like laid all the floorboards. This was really nice. So Nessie hooked us up just by being charming, just being my charming tenant. And me, I'm a bit of a slob and not a great tenant. So, kind of, I rode a high tide raises all boats, I guess is the point of that story.
Oh, I've never heard that. High tide raises all boats.
There you go.
Except for the Titanic, that one kind of is just sitting there. But hey, you know what, Jim? We're been talking to a lot of people for a long time today. We want to kind of open it up. We want to keep you on, Jim.
Okay.
And we're going to open it up to all three of us right now, and start our panel discussion. So everybody, welcome back, Fred Cross and Heidi Brucker Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Yay, nice to have you. You know what? I have the question of the day here. Question of the day. Question of the day. But you know what? We had another question that was for Jim, actually, but I'm going to open it to everybody. It's a simple question. Farley or Roper? Who's better? Any thoughts?
I would say Farley. I mean, I don't know how you can not have Don Knotts.
Don Knotts. Yeah.
My buddy moved into Don Knotts' old place, and every time I go there, he calls it Knott's Landing. I love Don Knotts, and the fact that he lives there makes me so jealous.
Yeah. I gotta go with Farley too.
I think it's pretty clear. I would go, Bunny. What are you thinking so far as Farley?
It's one human for another human, so I would say Roper. Just to be antagonistic.
Oh, you're
the antagonist.
Hey, good. That's very clever. So we answered that. Thank you very much for that question, Chris. And that brings me up to a good point here, though. Go ahead, ask your questions on the Facebook here. I can see them. I can see your questions up here in the Zoom chat as well. Go ahead and ask your questions to our panel or us, whatever you want, or just ask a question in general to the universe. I don't care. So here's the question of the day. The question of the day. The question of the day. All right. What or who is going to be the next big thing? What do you think, panel? What or who is going to be the next big thing?
I think it's going to be some social media app called, hasn't been invented yet, but it'll be called something like Fluberhoots.
Fluberhoots, right?
I feel like TikTok's run its course and it's starting to go out, and I think it's just time for a new social media app for the kids to pick up. So
will that just be a rebranding of the TikTok model, just with Fluberhoots?
Well, it would be a complete rebranding. So yeah, it would look different. So that's all that really matters these days. Yeah.
Is that just like who can do the best fart noises, or because that would be entertaining.
I feel like everyone's been working on their fart noises over the last couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of do. But what would you just record it, I guess, right? And upload it in like a fart noise sharing app.
Yeah. Fluberhoots.
Or you would take like the noise, the raspberry noise, and like put it onto different clips of famous movies and politicians and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But they would have to be real. They can't just be sound effect farts. They have to really come from your own butt. Or
Real.
So these are live recorded farts. I thought we were making
who would verify
sound,
that?
but
Would Twitter verify that? Like, would they actually like?
I feel like you could come up with an algorithm to.
Would they blue
to
check
measure.
the farts?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then you could also have a reverse fart search, like with the images. So
you
it's
you
somebody tries
listen
rip
to a
off an
fart
image.
and then someone sketches that person's face. You're like, this is the guy.
It could also be like somebody farts and you're like, oh, you liked this fart. Here's some other farts you might like. And then like
Yeah.
There you go.
farts. Yeah.
Let me suggest a few farts for you.
Wasn't there an episode of Letterkenny that did this? They had like a fart website. I think we might have. I think somebody might have beaten us in the punch here, guys.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I hate
Jim,
that.
that's not the
I
way to
hate
think, Jim. It's not the way
I'm
to think.
sorry. I'm sorry. I know
This
we should
one
take
will
the ball
be
and run with it.
Hey, Bunny, you know what? We don't have. I'm just looking through who's here. I don't think we got our copywriter guy here.
Nah. Now,
Steven's not.
this idea is going to have to float around for a bit before we get it locked in.
Like a fart.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's
Oh,
I think that
Hopefully
might be
it
our
lingered.
slogan. Like a fart is our slogan.
like a fart.
it. Like a fart, we'll linger.
Like a fart.
We already got our song. Guys,
There it
this is
There it
this
is.
is making itself. This is making itself. I'm excited to be a part of this.
That was my idea. Well, who else? Anyone else have another next big thing idea? Are you-
I think Canadians.
Canadians are a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be the next big thing.
I wish I were
I
Canadian.
think that Americans are going to start Canada fetishes, and like we're going to start really dreaming of Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think people are going to start trying to marry Canadians and just escape into Canada.
Now, is it possible that Canadians will be the only ones left eventually?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a graph today about like the curves and stuff, and it was like Europe was like, and then and of course the United States was like, and Canada was just way down. It was like, I was like, what's the one in yellow? It was Canada. It was like just a flat line at the bottom. I was like, I want to go to Canada.
That's because they're all
Yeah.
polite to each other and they're taking care of each other.
Yeah. Also, I heard that Tim
Get out.
Hortons kills coronavirus.
That coffee.
Yeah, just the Jam Busters.
Never ailed you.
Yeah, just the Jam Busters do it.
Yeah.
There was a real shortage. People were hoarding the Jam Busters for a while there. It was a big problem up there, from what I hear.
What is
Really
Jam Busters?
Canadian.
What is that?
They're like the jelly donut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're the jelly.
in the States, Jim, I know the Jam Buster. Now, the Jam Buster is a very central Canadian term. But yeah, here they call it like a jelly-filled donut.
I'm
They
not
just-
very good.
Jelly-filled
All
donut. Okay.
Yeah. Jam Buster sounds more fun.
Yeah, I want to be in a band called Jam Buster. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I look at how many people we have right here. Let's start a band. That's my thing for next big thing. The band Jam Buster.
Jam Buster is a band.
Jam Busters. Yeah, that's pretty.
Man.
Is there a right answer? Is there a right answer to the next big thing? Is it
I don't.
It's
I don't think
breakfast
there
lasagna. Breakfast lasagna.
Oh, that's
is the
actually a
next big thing.
fantastic idea, Bunny.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
So what would a breakfast lasagna be like?
Pancakes are the noodle,
Oh.
and then you get a little bit of that like maple paste. It's kind of like the ricotta cheese. And then you got bacon in there and eggs in there, and you just do that over and 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 over.
If you
That
guys
sounds
started
good.
serving breakfast lasagna, you'd be out of that trailer pretty quick. I think.
Hey,
I think
Bunny,
you guys are onto
that's-
something huge.
maybe that's the next video. There is how to make breakfast lasagna.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
you guys can turn the RV into a big food truck?
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be
Drive
amazing.
around. Yeah.
We just need one person to get in front of the health board person who's
Yeah.
coming to check us out and just be like, hey, look over there, look over here, look over there, look over here.
The thing is, though, is that it'd be great as a food truck, but people have to come to us because we can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't go anywhere. So
Well,
but
that's
that's
the
fine.
gimmick. That's the
You
gimmick.
know what's going to get them there is the breakfast lasagna.
Yeah.
Who else is doing
Gotta go
breakfast
Upland for
lasagna?
the breakfast lasagna.
Nobody.
Find our
And
Yeah,
if you
that's
took,
perfect.
Perfect will be the next big thing also.
Upland to be the next big thing. I think so. That's what we're hoping for.
if you took one hat, took one customer from each breakfast lasagna and gave them one of the hats from Heidi's room that she's in right now, you would be a millionaire.
Speaking of which, have you seen your brother recently? Do you know where he is?
He's
Is he completing the cat collection?
Is one of the hats missing from the
not
wall?
missing these hats. He has
Have
bunch
a lot
hats.
of people at one truck stop gone missing recently?
So many people on that wall too.
It's been,
Ah,
it's his trophy
my
wall.
God.
Oh, good Lord. It's his trophy
He was such a
wall.
nice, gentle man. We never expected it.
We didn't ask about all those trucks he had parked in the back lane. We didn't know. He was just
I
a
don't know
quiet
where he
guy.
gets his money.
He fled. He lives in the UK now, so he's gone.
Extradition.
He did it, and now it's just a bunch of those
Left his
Those-
hats behind.
newsy hats hanging on a wall.
So many hats. It's just
Yeah.
And I'm always tempted. The other day I couldn't find my ball cap. I was going for a walk, and I was like, I could just grab one of these hats. There's so many hats, and then I was like, this little
Don't-
sister thing. I was like, no.
Yeah, don't put your DNA on those bad boys.
What if I forget to put it back on the wall? And then someday he would find out.
Do you think you could replace any of those hats with another hat and just see if he would notice? Like from like a,
Oh.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
Sure,
you
he
sit
everything.
down in the living room and you just hear him scream.
Do you think-
Across
Do you think if you took down, like, there's one hat where if you took it down and put it on, like a secret panel would open the wall? You'd be like, oh my God,
man.
more hats! You know,
Just
like,
more hats. People have more hats. Just so many hats and baseballs.
I
Look at
do
the
like that he
lights.
ran out of room and he started that trail behind you going down to the floor. But it's pretty finite.
Yeah, on this wall. Yeah, they go. Wait, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, they go down.
Oh yeah.
They're heading for the floor.
Hey, panel. You know what? We're getting to that time of day where we got to start wrapping this thing up. Which is too bad, you know. But what they say, like a short show is a good show. So, but it's great to talk to all of you. But there's one last question for everybody here. Who would be a better roommate for Janet and Chrissy? Stinky or Bunny? What do you guys think? Stinky or Bunny? Who would be a better roommate for Janet and Chrissy?
I think if it was Janet and Chrissy in a French film, probably Stinky. Otherwise, probably Bunny.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I can see
They would
that.
cuddle. I think they would really want to cuddle with Bunny.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
A cuddly bunny? Or are you like skittish and don't want it?
It depends on the day, how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm like, don't touch me, humans.
I feel like Bunny's bringing the breakfast lasagna, so it's kind of a no-brainer.
Here's the thing. I don't need to cut myself down as the one that's not the better roommate, but in their situation, right, where it's like, they're trying to, a guy living with two women. Oh, what's this situation like? Bunny is like the more innocent. It's like it's a bunny, right? So it's probably the Roper and Furley would probably be okay with the bunny being with the two ladies, I think.
Yeah,
Bunny,
you
you
might
could
want
just
to ask
pretend
my 200 kids about that.
you could just pretend you're like a stuffed bunny. Like whenever Roper walks in, you can just
That's
be like,
it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
how does that bunny always in a different pose?
Oh, he froze.
maybe
His
that's
screen
the
froze.
next big thing is a Three's Company spinoff with Bunny living with two ladies. Oh, Bunny, are you there?
Yeah,
Bunny. Oh,
I'm
great.
practicing.
Okay, great.
I could just see Suzanne Summers and you just snuggling.
She's
Where
just
is
squeezing
that?
me between those thighs on that little compressor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, we have to start winding things down here. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to our show. You can check us out. Go to our YouTube channel there. Subscribe to us there. You can see this show and others past shows, as well as other videos we made. And if you like what we do, maybe consider sponsoring us so we can get a new RV. Maybe you can do that through. There's a link to Patreon. Go ahead, and there's a bunch of other things, perks you can get there, like the mask and such like that. As well, follow us on all the social medias. We're out there. So we do this every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So we'd like to see you here again next week. It'd be great to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's thank our guests for today. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Fred Cross. Thank you, Fred. Big round of applause for Heidi Brucker Morgan. Thank you so much, Heidi. Big round of applause for Jim Taylor, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I was Stinky, and that was Bunny. We're going to head out now. Hopefully, we'll see you here in Laughlin when we introduce you to the lovely, tasty breakfast lasagna. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.